Network to the world. Subscribe now to the Hot 97 YouTube channel. It's Ebro in the Morning with Laura Stiles and Rosenberg.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Ebro in the Morning. Laura Stiles, Rosenberg. I want y'all to give it up for these brothers right here, Eastside Golf. My man Earl, Olajuwon, founders of Eastside Golf. And you're like, why are they on Ebro in the Morning? Well, I have been known to play some golf. Rosenberg has been known to play some golf. Laura Stiles doesn't know shit about golf.
But she'll take the gear gladly.
But I knew she would be excited about the fact that these are the guys, I would almost say, responsible for what we've seen with the conversion of classic Jordans as golf shoes. Yes?
Yeah, for sure.
That's
Yeah, we
fire.
definitely have played a role in that.
So you said played a role, which you're taking a humble approach, which means you probably saw somebody had converted a golf shoe, a Jordan into a golf shoe, and then you guys decided, yo, we're gonna figure out how to work with Jordan.
What's
Like,
the
how'd the whole thing
Yeah,
start?
yeah. So Nike Golf started out making Jordan golf shoes, and then they tried to convert it back in like 2012, 2013. And the first ones that they came out with, they were all right. They hurt people's feet, but over the years, they've become a lot better. They have the Jordan 12s, the ones, but now they've made them to where it's comfortable to walk in, and they have spikes on the bottom. You play a full round of golf in them.
Yeah,
but Nike Golf did that. Only thing I did was come in and actually design the golf shoes. Surround a story around all of them and give it our flavor. So
And you guys, how long have you guys been working together and doing Eastside Golf?
I started the company June 2019.
June 29th. That's not that long.
Yeah, that's fairly new. Were you guys always into golf?
Yeah. I've been playing golf since we were 6 years old,
wow.
and we met at Morehouse College. We were on a golf scholarship there.
Y'all
fire.
Y'all play golf.
No, 100%. 100%.
So did that was it a family thing?
Nah.
But how did you guys get into it?
Friend of the family introduced me to golf. I grew up playing basketball and golf with his sons, and we all became good enough to get all golf scholarships.
Who was the friend of the family?
His name is Daryl Martin. Just friend of the family.
Yeah.
Just wanted to put a golf club in my hand. But, the crazy part was, growing up with his sons, I had somebody to play basketball and golf with. So it was just a mixture of just cultures, and I brought that all to golf.
So Eastside Golf, what is the origin of the name?
Yeah, so I'm from East Atlanta, Zone 6, and Eastside Golf comes from me being from East Atlanta.
Got it.
That's where I grew up playing golf.
And so
at.
you guys both went to Morehouse, and right now you guys there's a new Jordan golf shoe coming out, correct?
Yeah.
Which one?
For sure. Actually, it's 5 of them.
Okay.
So we have a Air Jordan 12 lifestyle shoe. It'd be the first, I'd say, golf shoe that you see in an NBA game. So it doesn't have spikes on the bottom.
Oh,
so
you could wear
lifestyle.
it. You could wear it for any athletic
Absolutely.
sort of thing. Oh, wow.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And then an Air Jordan 1 lifestyle definitely has red clay written on the bottom of it. We have an Air Jordan 1 high, and that's a golf shoe. It has like extra tread under the bottom of the shoe. Then an Air Jordan 12 golf,
crazy.
and that has spikes under the bottom. That's the only true golf shoe that we have. And then we have a Jordan 80G, and that has extra grooves under it, basically talking about going from the C-suite to the golf course.
And that's like a turf shoe, kind of more or less.
All of them.
Now these shoes, we recently played in. Shout out to CC Sabathia. We recently played in
Pitching Foundation.
And I wore the 4s, the mid 4 golf shoe, I think. And there was a lot of kerfuffle, if you will, dust up. Like, why are you wearing those? Those are classics. Like, you shouldn't even, like, I'm basically saying these golf shoes now are selling the aftermarket on them.
It's ridiculous. So, like, our 4 we dropped in July of 2021.
That's the one I have with the black and the blue.
Yeah, so our joint on StockX right now is going for like $2,500.
Damn.
We've seen as high as like
I got the shoe for
$9,000
like $250, bro.
When it came out.
Wow.
When it came out.
Yeah, now the retail. So it's been crazy because again, you now have like sneakerheads fighting for golf shoes now.
Which, by the way, is dope for you guys. But at the same time, like if you can't play golf, like it seems weird to. Whatever, sneaker culture is its own thing. But like if I'm getting a golf shoe, I want to wear it to play golf.
That's right.
No, but I disagree. I feel like that's a traditional thought where it's almost like the true purpose of a Tim shoe was construction, right? True. But people wear it every day for fashion. You know, and so it's just one of those things now where golf is now finally like infused with culture, and you're seeing it more and more with people that influence the culture and people that we look up to. So like the Victor Cruz, CC Sabat, the Mookie Betts, you know, you name it. Like all these guys, they love golf. Michael Jordan is a prime example.
Yeah, the example.
So it's like one of those things where we've looked at it in such a traditional way, but that's kind of where we come in. We're saying you can wear golf clothes on and off the golf course.
I must say though that it has become popular over, I would say, last 5 years, because there's things you wear when you golf that are so comfortable for being outside yet so warm and not bulky that you've seen people be like, yo, I could just wear this because it's a misty, cool day.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
Right.
Shirts, pants.
Little pullover.
Yeah, little pullovers, things like that are.
I think that's what he had on. You know, he had the little windbreaker on.
I remember.
Yeah, he had your
Little
drip,
knock
you
the
know.
joint.
That's
That's
not
right.
the
Yeah.
Drake golf. You know, the Drake knocked the golf.
You need to know what a fraud this guy is. Like, he's the dude. You want to know the dude who
That
shows
shows up?
Ebro might have played, I swear to God, 2 rounds in 3 years.
Oh,
and he's got the flyest gear
Three
on
rounds,
the court.
3 rounds in 3 years.
3 rounds.
When he shows up
annually.
top to bottom.
Right.
Oh, yeah,
I've done the same thing, but not as fly, not as good as that.
No.
Now, I listen, I could play a little something. I could do a little bit. I'm not like these guys.
No,
No.
you hit a couple good shots in front of me. I remember.
Yeah, you saw me. You saw me put in some work.
You're striping it.
Bro, why you laughing, bro?
Because he's gassing you.
Yeah, y'all having a little moment here. They're like, yeah,
Yo,
yeah.
you hating, bro?
Nah, not at all.
No, what's your handicap? What's your guys' handicap?
I'm scratch at
Yeah.
0.
And what's yours?
Same.
Yo, man, you suck dick.
Who,
Just
me?
like me. Yes.
Oh my God.
There's 0.
Yeah.
They can't even talk. That's what he's saying.
No,
That's why he's laughing at
but
you, because he knows he's humoring you.
No, but
a
he's
zero.
he's doing it relative to who else, everybody else that was there, not relative
Oh,
to
He's
them.
not-
and
he's
I
not
believe
comparing
that.
himself.
No, you have a nice
Not
swing.
with them.
He's not.
They didn't even. They don't even play.
Right.
They just walk around and like.
Oh, y'all are those guys?
Yeah, they
You're
just
too
walk
good to
around.
even play.
Yeah, they
No.
won't even play, bro. They just
go
walk
around to
around and
everybody,
take
"That's
photos
cute."
and shit.
That's cute.
They be like, yo, that's nice.
Laura, you have to understand, being a scratch golfer is so insane. Like, if you've played at all, like in a limited way, the way Ebro and I play, we don't play enough to even get angry about being bad, right?
Like our you know how our handicap is? How many balls did we lose on the
Right.
day?
I don't
like
even
we
have
don't
a
even
rank.
have a hand. We're so bad.
You know what a handicap is, Laura?
No.
So a handicap is the number of strokes that you typically would hit over par.
Okay.
Right? So normally that would be 72, right?
Okay.
72 strokes. So if he was to say, let's suppose they were mortal human beings, and instead of having 0, they normally were 12 over.
Right.
And he'd say his handicap is 12.
Okay,
And that's
okay.
good. If you meet someone with a
it's
12
12,
handicap,
yeah, that's solid.
you're serious.
Yeah.
You're
Yo,
a golfer.
if you're playing bogey golf, that's solid golf.
Exactly. 100%.
We can't play consistent bogey golf. There may be some bogeys, there may be some pars, but there's going to be.
Oh, I'll brag. I'll come in here stunting if I'm under 100.
If yeah,
Right.
under 100.
Right.
Oh, if I'm under 100,
That's typically the
That's
goal.
my-
There's 0.
zero.
Under 100. But also, we've been playing since we were 6. So we put like 10,000 hours
Such
in.
a cheat code, right?
You know, like we started early and
So question.
put the work in.
How come you don't go pro? Or did you try to go pro? Or were you even interested in pro?
Yeah.
So for me, I'm a PGA professional.
Okay.
So that's kind of more of the business side of things. So we run day-to-day golf courses all across the country. And then also I'm an instructor, so one of the best young teachers in America.
So why are you not instructing me yet?
We're running a company. I mean,
You don't instruct?
I'm having a better opportunity. I mean, we actually did it at CC's event.
they did.
So
You
we
jump
only
in,
played
okay.
9 holes, and then we
They
worked
didn't have
with the
anything to
kids.
say to me though, because they saw my swing. And was like,
He's perfect. Next. Okay.
Nah, but that's me.
Yeah, the reason I started the company, I was in commercial finance for about 9 years and was about to become VP of a finance firm. Got home one day, fully suited. I was just like, this ain't it. Like, I want to play golf, you know? But I knew it would be hard to find sponsors. So I was like, why not take the entrepreneur route and sponsor myself? And then that's when I came out with Eastside Golf. And the logo was just supposed to be me. You know, putting it on my bag, putting it on my polo. Then one thing led to another, turning into an entire brand. And I'll be actually turning back pro next year in March.
Okay.
Yeah, sponsor myself.
So wait,
Yeah.
so what do you when you say turning back pro? What does that actually entail?
So getting into more golf tournaments, entry fees, you know, having a caddy. So we traveling all around the country and playing in mini tour events.
And can you try to play in and qualify for big tournaments?
Absolutely. And then also going to Q school. So it's called Corn Ferry Qualifying School. And
What's this?
Corn Ferry is basically the G League of the PGA Tour.
Okay.
They have it in 2K. If you play 2K23, you can jump in.
He's in the game.
Oh, word.
No, I'm in the commercial.
And
I'm
the, oh, you weren't
commercial?
We got the merch in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So we'll
the
be.
merch is in the game.
Yeah, we're actually on.
You got to spend money on. You got to spend real money to get their virtual clubs.
Or you can go to eastsidegolf.com.
There you
and
go.
Get the real stuff.
You get the real stuff. The real stuff's fire, man.
Nah,
It looks really good.
Appreciate it.
So yeah, I wanted you guys to come up because I knew Laura would be geeked over the sneaker part. Rosenberg would be geeked over the sneaker and the golf part. And I think the audience just seeing young black men starting businesses in and around a sport that traditionally hasn't been a place where we've seen ourselves.
That's 100% right.
And where you guys are today, how old are you guys?
I'm 30. We're both 33.
33. Yeah. Do you see yourself more in golf? Like you guys are in the business and the inner workings. Like you said, there's a G League. Are there more black men and women that you see right now in golf where it looks like we'll be more represented on the main stage of golf in the future?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, we're a part of that. We're ushering in a whole new wave of folks, and like our whole thing is like we're growing golf outside of golf. That's how you grow. So it's like we're dealing with other sports like baseball, NBA, hip hop, going to in reaching non-golfers. Hopefully today, Laura will say, you know what, I met these two cool guys. I heard about this brand, go try the journey. And I think the other part is that, and I'm sure you're seeing it, it's easier to get people to go golfing with you now. It's more of a cool thing. People are more excited about it. COVID helped with that. So it's like a thing now. And it's just one of those things that, as far as us, like you said, there's the lack of representation forever has, been there. So now it's time for a change. And
well, Laura, Angie Martinez is out here golfing.
I know, I've seen her.
Yeah.
She had a lesson
time.
yesterday. I was talking to her.
real?
Yeah, she was like, because we were with Pac and we was working on a joint with Fab and they was FaceTime and she was like, yo, I got a lesson today. Where you at? Like, so she's definitely happy.
She's serious.
She's getting after it.
I know.
Yes.
Where you at, Laura
By the
Styles?
way, the most random thing. I would never have predicted Angie Martinez playing golf in my entire life.
But she's into it.
I know.
Yeah, I mean, that doesn't surprise me.
I would just.
Well, here's the thing. If you like being outside,
yeah.
if you like beautiful parks, if you like
A little peace and quiet.
and something to do while you walk around a park.
Right.
If you like beverages in a park and you get to drive around the park, you'll like golf.
Yeah.
Yes,
That's
yes.
very true.
And I feel like too with hip hop, it's just old enough, right? Like this is like a sport that everybody's playing basketball, running around, but it's like now it's a thing where it's like, yo, why not? Why not golf, right? Can you give me a real answer? Why? We never felt comfortable, but now with our brand, it's like you come, be yourself, wear the clothes you want to wear, hang out with the people you want to hang out, listen to music you want to do. Like,
Oh, they got the Bluetooth on the carts now.
No,
Have
no.
lasted.
That is the best thing that I've seen so far that black folks are bringing to golf is the music being played on the golf course.
For sure.
Like when I played in this tournament this summer, bro, it was like basically everyone was black in the tournament. Every cart would pull up,
Yes.
Yeah.
and music would be playing, and I'd be like, "Yo, I've never experienced this."
Yeah.
And I thought it was amazing. It made the day so much better. And it's not like it's distracting because it's playing the whole time.
Correct.
So it's not like it's just popping up in
Yes.
your face. So like,
Yes.
why not play some music?
yes,
Facts.
exactly.
And I was
That's
like,
the
this
whole
is
thing.
why. This is why we needed diversity in the sport.
But it's still crazy because you still get like we posted a lot of stuff on our Instagram and we did like the whole Jordan campaign and like again you're gonna get haters in the comments, but it was just like somebody was like, that's not golf, tell them to tuck their shirt in. And it was just kind of one of those things where it's like for so long we've been told that like a collar shirt is what you have to have, but you don't because it doesn't really affect you as far as performance-wise. Your shirt being tucked in doesn't affect your performance. Now, it's
But these
okay
are
to
all
have rules.
exclusionary tactics they do
Yeah.
to frame things in ways so that they can make people uncomfortable and not want them to come.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, to even give you an example, like MJ got kicked off a golf course for not wearing the right shorts. You know what I'm saying? So he ended up creating his own golf course called Grove 23 down in Hope Sound, Florida. And the whole thing is he has his music turned up all the way on his golf course.
This
Like,
apparently, have you heard of this Jordan golf course before?
Yeah.
You have? And you guys have played it, I'm sure.
Yeah.
How many times have you guys played at Grove 23?
Couple times.
yeah,
Couple times.
4 or 5 times. Yeah.
Apparently, the golf course is tailored to Michael Jordan's game.
It's a fact.
So don't play with Michael Jordan on this golf course.
Of course.
Why wouldn't you though? You know what I mean?
I mean,
If
And you
could
guys have
build a
played-
golf
don't
course,
bet.
why wouldn't you?
course.
Don't
But I'm-
bet him.
Don't
on
bet.
that.
Yeah, play with him. Don't bet it.
Did you play with him?
No, not yet.
You haven't played with him?
Not yet. Had dinner with him, drinks with him. You know.
But you, by the way,
lunch.
would you take a bet with him? Because y'all could beat him. He's not a 0.
Well, no, because he's gonna bet his handicap first of all, and you're not playing with him unless you're betting.
Yeah.
He's got everybody's betting.
What do you mean he's going to bet his handicap?
So like if you're a 12 and he's a 0, you got to give you 12 shots.
Yeah.
You're not gonna play straight up.
And then whatever your I want to bet 1,000. Oh, well, let's make that 10.
And you're like,
and he's just like, yo,
sir, you're worth $1 billion.
Exactly.
How about some shoes?
Right. No, 100%.
sure.
But now the golf course is great. Like I tell people, it's like going to MJ's backyard. You know, when you get invited, it's always a treat. You never know who you're gonna see down there. We've seen Ken Griffey Jr., Wayne Gretzky, and then golfers Roy McIlroy. Like,
So
it's just a great
Now,
this
does
is a
Jordan's-
private? It's private, so you
Yes.
have to
Yeah,
get
it's
invited.
private.
Okay.
Does Grove 23 sell Eastside Golf in the pro shop?
Yes.
So we'll actually be doing a collaboration specifically with Grove 23, and there'll be some pieces that'll be sold in their pro shop.
But us regular people who will never go to Grove 23,
We'll have
to
a
buy.
couple of pieces that they're allowing us to sell on our site, and that they sell at the golf course as well.
Okay.
But there'll be specific Grove 23 pieces that they're not letting out.
May never. It won't happen.
You never know. You never know. You never know. You know some of the right people. I'm sure.
I mean, I do, but the way that my golf is set up, it'd be too embarrassing.
We just got to get out and play a little more.
Yeah,
yes,
man,
and
we
that's
gotta
the
get some
thing.
stage.
And I think the other thing is,
New York's a pain in the ass to play, though. You got to.
but golf has always been like compared to like when you play basketball, you don't be like, oh, Jordan, right? Like everyone's like want to compare you to the best. It's like, nah, all you do is trying to beat your buddies. And I feel like that's another reason.
You're trying to beat the course. Fuck your buddies. You're just trying to
beat your last score.
Yeah, but if you're out there and all y'all going playing, as long as you beat him, you're not gonna be like, the course whooped me.
I'm not good enough.
right,
I'm only trying to make sure that I don't lose the balls. That's
All right, well that's a whole.
Well, you know,
nother-
it's funny. I grew up with a teacher named Coleman McCarthy, who's a wonderful man and a pacifist, a true pacifist in everything against competitive sports. He is against competitive sports. He considers it violence. He does not support it.
Wow, that's extreme.
He was a pro golfer. He made it to the tour and played in multiple tournaments because he viewed golf as the only sport that's not about competing with other people. It's just about competing with the course.
I get that.
Yeah.
So he found it peaceful. He didn't find it to be that. So it
That's
can
my
be that.
philosophy, you
That,
know what I'm saying?
and
Yeah,
that- and that man is actually Ebro.
Absolutely not.
But I also feel like that's why so many athletes, men and women, are attracted to the sport because often everything is a team, right? And it's like, oh, you didn't do this, I didn't, you blame it on someone. Like Michael Jordan said, I love playing golf because it's like playing in a mirror. It's like competing against yourself.
Yeah, and you knew Jordan was always annoyed with everyone he played with at some point because no one worked as hard as Michael.
True.
Whereas when you're playing by yourself, it's all on you, for better or for worse.
For worse, exactly.
Now, can I talk to you guys about something? You're becoming very important power players in golf, and this is only going to get bigger, I'm sure. Can we work on shortening
game?
from 18? 18 is just too many. I'll just be honest. On a weekend, I want to play golf. Okay?
Yeah.
I got you.
4 or 5 hours,
Bro,
So deep.
there are days if you're not. See, y'all play scratch. You could play in. They could get done in 2.5 hours. 2 hours. They
I
could
see
be
where
done.
you're going
yeah.
with this.
2 hours they could be done. Ebro and I are gonna be out there
Five.
for 4.5
5
hours.
joints.
And there are days where you're like, yo, bro, we're on 13. It's
I gotta
getting
go.
dark.
Yeah,
I
I
gotta
gotta
go.
go.
And I have
Yeah.
friends who judge me. They'll be like, you can't leave. And I'm like, this isn't a professional tournament.
Right.
My dog's got to eat. Go home.
No,
So
but
please shorten the game if you can.
Yeah.
That's never gonna happen.
Talk to some people.
we're working on it.
Yeah.
I don't think a lot of things. I wouldn't say never. I wouldn't say
You
never.
mean you think there could be a world in which people don't expect that when you go out to the course you have to play 18, like you could play a 12 hole? Because 9's a little short. A little short because sometimes you're just getting your groove.
What about 12?
12?
Right, and then they've also had like talks about where like they sixes, like 6 loops, like play 6 holes, you could stop and then play another 6 holes.
Or let's play 12. Or let's
and
finish
then
the 18.
18, yeah, exactly.
I
So
like
there's
that
been,
idea.
but again, it's harder because everything has traditionally been designed with 18 and 9. So from like a financial perspective, right? The rates, the carts, people stopping, and then the way courses are designed.
The way they're designed where the
literally
food
the-
is. Where the
Yeah, the
you
6
have to
hole
walk.
could be.
You have to walk so far just to get back to the parking lot.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, or,
So they
the how long you're in that cart if you try to roll out when you're on 7.
Right, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
you got to
Right.
ride back.
Yeah,
the routing.
But man, I'll tell you what too. When you travel, and you guys are from, I'm sure Atlanta has a decent amount of good golf courses.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure a lot of really racist ones also. But yo, man, when you go to California, when you go to Southern or Northern California, The amount of beautiful golf there is, bro. I went to a public course in Palm Springs.
Yeah.
I was like, y'all just play this for $75. This is just it.
There's also space in Palm Springs.
Correct.
But there's space and there's mountains and it's just
Yeah.
awesome. I mean, all due respect to New York, but I play in the Bronx. Like, it's not.
Hey,
popping.
easy on Van Cortlandt Park, all right?
Van Cortlandt. Y'all play Van Cortlandt?
I have.
Y'all ain't golfers like that. You gotta play. If you haven't stood on line at a hole waiting 18 minutes to get the tee off at Van Cortlandt, you ain't playing golf.
Play golf. Well, while we have these brothers here, I do want, because most of the audience may not even know how the black ingenuity really revolutionized golf. And a lot of people don't know that the golf tee was invented by a black man.
Yes.
What were they doing before? They were hitting off the ground?
Well, they would create like a mound
Just put the dirt right on
and
top
put
of it.
the ball on top of the dirt.
Put the ball. Yeah.
That's the best they could come up with?
Yep. And I just wanted to make sure. PGA made sure in 1991 to recognize his name was Dr. George F. Grant.
Yes, yes. And then one of our mentors, or my mentor, Wendell Haskins, he had a whole brand called the Original Tee Classic.
The original tee. It's not still going?
Yeah.
Still going.
It's still going. Every year he brings everybody together. He come up in the music industry like Uptown Records and stuff like that. And like he was really one of those guys that kind of pioneered early in like hip hop, trying to get people to embrace golf. And to your point, when he learned about that, he's kind of been advocating for that. But to your point, I mean, we played a huge role in it, and we're changing the game every day. Because like even when you think about it, like yesterday we went to the Knicks game, but we're talking about golf. You know what I mean? We're hanging with rappers, but we're talking about golf and like just where hip hop is, and it's never been seen before. Like even with Khaled, I don't know if y'all saw like
I saw you just posted with him, right?
Yeah, so we gifted him some shoes and everything, and then he's now hitting golf balls in the bag. And like when we were out there kicking it with him, he was like, "My son Asad loves golf because he sees his dad playing." And it's like that's our goal and vision, where it's like we want to normalize it, where it's not like this thing of like, oh my God, it's two black guys playing golf. We're kind of almost your upbringing was just like, oh, my dad did it, my mom did it, my uncle did it. It wasn't this weirded out thing. And like that's the ultimate goal. So when you see a young black kid with golf clubs, it's like, oh, that's what's up. You play golf.
Right.
Not like, oh my God, you play golf?
Yeah.
I've never seen a black kid with some golf clubs.
Truth be told, I grew up in a place where mad people play golf, but my parents aren't into it. And the main course right near me, the private course, Jews weren't in the club.
I believe it.
So
They weren't allowed.
Yeah.
I mean, it might have just been at that point de facto. Like, I doubt the law was still on the books.
Right.
But everyone just knows Jews don't play in that
Yeah,
club.
yeah.
Like, they're not a member of that club.
No.
So when I first started going to golf courses, between being Jewish and the lifestyle that I lived, I felt uncomfortable with how white bread everything was. And now when I've been going out and seeing diversity, it really makes you feel more comfortable. I can't imagine how much more it makes you feel comfortable as a black man, or a black woman. But for me, even, I'm just like, oh, it's nice to see an actual mix of people, not feel like it's like some scene from a movie where it's like Caddyshack and everyone's Ted Knight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? God bless the dead. But I mean,
100%.
Yeah.
And it's like a thing where like even coming up here is authentic. Right? Like this isn't just a play like, oh my God, let's just come up here and talk about golf. Like, no, like the people that listen to this, the people that you all know are like into golf. Like it makes sense where it's like it's a part of the conversation. It's becoming a part of the culture. So it's a dope.
y'all play with Schoolboy Q yet?
Not yet. Definitely work with him through Nike.
Okay.
And I mean,
But haven't seen him out there yet.
not yet.
You know anything about his game?
I've heard he's a pretty good player.
I think he's a 7.
I mean, seven. Yeah, so he shoots in the 70s here and there. Nah, he's a pretty good player.
He said recently, when I saw him at the 2K party, which by the way, the 2K23 release party, I had these exact thoughts. I looked around at who was there and who was playing. It was Top Golf.
Yep.
Who was playing,
yeah.
and I was like, this does not look like when I first started coming to golf games.
Correct.
It was popping out there. It was great. And yeah, Q said he said he's been working on music, so his golf game's been suffering. I was like, bro, stop making excuses to get back on the golf course. Why are you worried about this music shit? You got to hit these golf balls.
Hey, I thought he was going to try to go pro.
He's a hell of a player. I mean, he's not zeros.
He's out. I mean, what I've heard,
But
he's
he did
out
5
there.
years.
Yeah, what I've heard, he's out there because I mean, it's helping him mentally.
Yeah.
This is a game that you can challenge yourself, but then learn about yourself all at the same time. And him being a rapper, he's never seen a game like this or played it, and he's just taking a love to
Well,
it.
and also, let's be fair too. He's rich, right?
Yeah,
so if you're rich and your life is making music and you live in California, Q can get out there and play 6 days a week.
Yeah.
He has the time.
He has the
Yeah,
time.
he
Daughter's in
definitely
school,
does.
goes out, go out, nice up.
There was
He's
a time
incredible.
before I was a parent, man. I used to be out there, bro.
Outside.
I was on that golf course every day.
Oh, yeah?
I played every day, probably from 99 till 03, 02 when I moved to New York. Yeah. Every single day. No, every day. I lived in Oregon. So I would play in the rain. I would play every day, unless it was like lightning or something, and we got kicked off. I was out there every single day.
Wow. And the
That's what's up.
And Oregon has phenomenal golf courses.
Yeah, I would imagine it does.
Yeah.
Phenomenal. Public, privates, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Y'all met LT Gray yet? What's good? You met Tiger?
So, funny story. I actually met him when I was, not recently, but when I was 13. I got sponsored by Nike Golf to get a private golf lesson from him and Earl Woods for about 20 minutes.
Amazing.
So,
And this happened?
This when I was 13.
Wow.
What was that? 2000, 2001.
And what was that experience like?
It was dope. I mean, both of them, you
You're
know,
33. This is
varying-
20 years ago.
Yeah.
This is prime Tiger.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, intimidating.
This
you
is
know,
like
but
right when Tiger got his
He's 5 years in. He's
when they built the building at Nike, right? This is like right around that time when that golf club came out. When,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I still have that first Tiger Woods driver
That
too,
is
by the way.
right.
Yeah. And he dominated that year from like the 2000 was like his best year when he had all four majors.
So was he cool? Because at this time in Tiger's life, this is different than Tiger now. Tiger now is friendly man of the people.
No. He was definitely cool.
He was
Definitely cool. I mean, I remember him just fixing my swing right there and was like, yo, you do this, you'll be a world beater. You know, and I'm just like, okay, well, hit a few shots and I hit one good. He was just like, that's what I'm talking about. Then afterwards, meeting Earl Woods, I mean, when I met him, he damn near broke my hand, you know, just shaking it, just like, you're going to be somebody great, you know, and he was intimidating. But I could see why Tiger was the man that he is, you know.
You got photos from the day?
Yeah, well, I got a couple of photos.
Okay.
Yeah,
You got one with you and Tiger.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's a huge Tiger fan.
Yeah,
for real?
I am.
What?
He brought me in. He's the reason I love the game. I mean, it's the reason,
same
honestly,
here.
most
Same
of us
here,
love the
man.
game.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
like, he
same
changed.
here.
I always say that culturally, when you think about the beginning of golf changing to me, it was consecutively Happy Gilmore and then Tiger Woods, right? Between that combo, because Happy Gilmore was just this great comedy you watch all the time, and you're like, oh, golf, that's kind of fun.
Yeah.
And then Tiger all of a sudden starts winning these tournaments, and of course you just go, oh my God.
Yeah.
This guy's doing it differently than I've ever seen anyone do it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean, what he brought to the game, I mean, it changed it forever. But while we're here, we're just trying to take it further. You know, like trying to pick up where he left off and take it to a place where we wanted to see it. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody just wants to wear khakis and a polo.
By the way, not too late to see Tiger himself rocking some Eastside Golf Nike collab one day.
This is true.
True.
This is true.
It could happen.
We
We
love
can make
it.
that happen.
You heard it here first.
Y'all got a polo shirt with the little
Just
bitty
our player
logo? You got a
logo,
red
yup.
one?
Nah,
Nah,
not
not
yet.
yet.
Gotta have a
No,
red.
we're working on
gotta
that.
have a red polo.
We've
for
had-
Tiger.
I know we've had
Tiger,
so many
when
people
Tiger
ask
puts
that.
on the red polo. You know what I mean?
You know what it means already.
With the black pants.
Yes.
This is true.
You know what's
It's ready-
going
It's not
on.
always even
ready
a
for
polo
war.
anymore. Sometimes he does now the
Oh,
just
the mock neck.
neck.
The mock neck. Gotta have a
Come on
mock
now.
Gotta
neck.
have a mock.
For sure.
We appreciate you.
Earl's like, we ain't doing mock neck. Hold up. So, EastsideGolf.com.
EastsideGolf.com. Follow us on
And when did
Instagram.
these 5 shoes drop?
Yes. So the 5 shoes, we got them on right now.
Oh, hold on.
Okay, hold up. And you brought 12s?
12. Yeah, these are the 12s.
You got the
got
10.
So
you.
you gonna walk out barefoot is what you're saying.
So now they right now you can enter the raffle.
No, I
on
meant size 12,
EastsideGolf.com.
not
Size
the 12.
12.
These
I
are
mean,
12s.
those are 12. I meant size 12.
I think that's O size, so he might give you the ones he
Yeah,
got.
we
11 and a
got you.
half.
We
11 and a
got you.
Oh, this is dope.
Olajuwon been dodging me. I've been on his text. And I was trying to figure out if we could give some away to the audience. Like, we got golfers in the audience,
No.
maybe.
All right,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
No,
Yeah,
we'll
yeah.
definitely work that out.
And then that
I
way,
got you.
and maybe we'll set it up so people call in and we get the shoe size. We say y'all
Yes.
shoe size and we get them.
Yeah, yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
yo, maybe
got
one
you.
day there's an
That'd be
Ebro in the
dope.
morning golf tournament with Eastside Golf.
I need to make that
Raise
happen.
some money. You know what I'm saying?
Raise some money.
Little
Get ready.
9-hole.
Little chair.
Nine-hole.
joint.
You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
We got
Lori,
jobs.
come
We got
out
regular
with
jobs. We got
Absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely.
Laura will drive. You know what I'm saying? She'll stay in the
Yeah.
car.
Get out there.
He's straight.
Now you're speaking my language.
Yo,
got it.
Olajuwon, Earl, Eastside Golf. Y'all go check them out, and hopefully we'll get some sneakers from y'all when it's
Yes.
time.
Nah,
do
for
it.
sure. We got you.
Let's do it.
I got
Let's
you.
do it.
No, I meant for the
Congrats,
people, not
guys.
for
Yeah.
you know, for the
No,
Yes.
he means
sure.
for himself.
Yo, give it
Thanks
up.
for having us.
Thank you,
Appreciate
guys.
y'all.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.